Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. This is my November haul. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. Today I have my November makeup haul. Well, makeup haul, it's more of a beauty haul because most of this is going to be skincare because my Yesstyle order finally came in. So I did get a little bit of PR from Monolith, so I'll be showing you that first, and then I'm going to show you all of the skincare that I bought through Yesstyle. So it's a lot of Asian skincare that you're going to see because my skincare cabinet was due a restock for sure. So I know it's technically still October, but October is like a slightly longer month, and I was like, I have all the bits in already, so I might as well show them. So first up, The Witch is Familiar. This is the collab from Fantasy Cosmetica and Betty Jean. I mentioned in another video when this was announced that I kept forgetting her name, but I knew, like, I love that sort of metallic foiling that it has. Like, it's not like metallic, but when the light hits it, the red has a shine to it that looks really pretty. And then this is what the palette looks like inside. I knew the minute I spotted this, I was like, ooh, I want that. It's got reds, it's got these purples and these green tones and like a navy blue. And then there's this shade. I'm not sure what's supposed to happen there, but it's like this like flaky sort of, I don't know, it looks like mold, but in an attractive way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't wait to play with this. This is going to be on my November to try list immediately. So you will be able to see some looks with this at the end of the month when I've tested this out and done all of the looks with it. I think it's really great to see Betty Jean do another collab with a brand she loves and I loves as well. I haven't bought a Fantasy Cosmetica eyeshadow palette in like a year now, so they've finally come out with something that attracts me again, and I'm really glad to see it's a collab with her. So this is something I would like to test out, and like I said, I did get these two palettes through Monolith. They already did their new drop last week. So Sunday, not this past Sunday, but a week before, they already had their new drop with all of the new bits in. And they actually gave me a code this time, so I could just place the order myself and just place an order, which I thought was really helpful. And then, of course, if we're doing like this sort of color story, you know I want to try it. This is the Dark Dreamscape by Bella Beauty Bar. I still have these in their sleeves because I still need to take pictures. But here we have, like, it's sort of like the grungy take on the Ocean Jewel. That's how I feel about this. So we get some like deeper tones, but it's not as deep in real life as I had expected. Like these shades here, like the shimmers in this row are a little bit deeper, but these two mattes aren't that deep. So I was like, okay. But we essentially get a pink row, we get this like purpley orange row, we get the periwinkle row, and then we get this turquoisey cool tone row. I think this looks beautiful. I think the packaging looks beautiful. Look at this. That's one of the reasons why I wanted it. And as we all know, I love me a little bit of Bella Beauty Bar, and I'm not sure, is this their Halloween release for this year, or were they going to have a separate Halloween release? I think there's something new again coming from Bella Beauty Bar for Halloween. Same thing for Fantasy. No, this is Fantasy Cosmetica's Halloween release. I know that much. But there's just some brands are all of a sudden go like, oh, by the way, surprise, we also have this for you in October. And I'm like, oh, okay. So there's a lot, I think, coming in the next couple of months for Halloween and Christmas. I think the bulk of things have just been announced or have just been released at the end of October, or it's coming in like November and December. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. But yeah, this is a beautiful looking palette. I can't wait to play with these. And this, like The Witch is Familiar, is going to go into my November Shop My Stash straight away because I want to review these ASAP. And this way I will have 4 new palettes for me to test out. So thanks again to Monolith for sending these my way. And I have a code with them as well. So if you're looking to get 5% off of your order, then you can. So check that out in the description box down below in case you want to get 5% off. But now I have not only this tub filled with skincare, I also have some bits lying off to the side because I couldn't fit it in. So I'm not sure what the best tactic is. I think I'm going to try and stick to categories. because I've got, like, I feel like I've bought things in like a couple of categories, because I felt I still had a couple of things in stock and it's fine, but I've mainly focused on repurchasing favorites. There's one makeup item, and then there is like a skin, like sunscreen and like essence and stuff, because I love those things in the morning. And I love trying those from K-beauty brands as well. There are some brands here that I wanted to try, or they are brands I've tried before, but it's a different product by them. And I've also repurchased some favorites, and there's one makeup item. So let me show you that. Oh, I haven't even unwrapped this. But I spotted this on Ghoul in Tokyo, I think her TikTok is called, and she is a creator who lives in Japan, and she does a lot of K-beauty and like Asian beauty brands and whatever, and she showcased this lip oil. It's the Shall We Makeup, it's a lip product, and I just bought the exact same one because I thought it looked really cool. It's like this very vampy sort of lip color. Let's see if I can open this. This sort of black packaging, and it's this black and red sort of lip tint kind of thing. Like it's a gloss, but it's like, it's very sort of gothic-y inspired, and I was really into my like little vampy lipstick phase. So this is something I still need to take pictures of as well. So there's that. Okay, so if you're wondering, Micah, why did you buy so much? Didn't you just go to Japan over the summertime? Yes, I did. But if I'd have bought this in Japan, it would have meant I would have had to drag it all home. And these things, I don't want to risk anything like breaking in a bag anyway. And what I also had was, I'm also affiliated with Yesstyle, and I have a code with them as well, always in my description box. So I make a bit of commission through them as well, and I just had a lot of commission saved up from like more than a year or so. And it was getting to a point where it was interesting, because what I can do on Yesstyle is I can use the commission I make and put it towards an order. And then the weekend I placed the order, they also did 15% off of their entire website. So this was cheaper to get all of this in one go through Yesstyle than buying a lot of these things while I was in Japan. So that's why I knew I was sitting on that commission. I was like sort of like budgeting for it and like waiting for a good moment where they also had some sales on, because if this one wouldn't have been the right moment, I would have like waited until Black Friday, because that's when Yesstyle usually also does some pretty good deals. But yeah, I got a lot of sunscreen because I'm almost out, so I needed some. I bought, let me see, I bought the spray version of this SPF, I couldn't think of the word, by Biore, the Aqua Rich. I have a spray from this as well that I did buy when I was in Japan, but I got it at the airport because I still had yen to use up. And then these, I believe, are by Roto. I saw these while I was in Japan, and this is the Super Moisture UV Essence, and I have the Super Moisture UV Gel. So they are slightly different formulas, and this way I can try some Japanese sunscreens as well. I've tried K-beauty stuff, but not that many Japanese things. Then I have two of the Beauty by Joseon SPF. So I have the classic one. This is their Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics. And this is the one with the blue, is the Relief Sun Aqua Fresh. So I think this is a lighter weight formula. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So those looked interesting. Then I got one from Cosrx. I've tried a Cosrx sunscreen in the past, which I liked, but this is with the Ultra Light Invisible Sunscreen with Witch Halo, Aloe, and Hyaluronic Acid. And it seems to be very light, sheer, transparent, without a white cast, which I love underneath makeup. So this, I think, is going to be a lovely one for that. And then I just wanted to try some other things. This is by Skin 114. They do a lot of this like centella-based stuff. And this is the Hyalu Sika Silky Fit Sun Stick, which I think could be like nice for on the go, like if you want to carry your SPF if you're like traveling or something. And then I have the Innisfree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. So I've definitely gone for like the more like water-based sort of sunscreens, because those I haven't tried too much yet. I got two cleansers. These are by I'm From, and this is a brand I really wanted to test out. So I bought the Fig Foam Cleanser and the Mugwort Gel Cleanser. I don't know much about them, but I saw James Welch recommending this brand a long time on his channel, and a long time ago on his channel, I should say, and this sounded like something I might like, and I'm nearly out of cleansers, so, but I don't need that many cleansers. Like, it can take me quite a bit of time for me to, like, run out of cleanser, so this way I have two to test out. Then I got some Cosrx bits that I wanted to test out. These are sort of like actives, I think. The 6-peptide skin booster with hyaluronic acid. This is a serum. It comes with 150 milliliters of product, which is one of the things I like about Cosrx, is that they do pretty big packaging. And I like Cosrx as a brand. I've tested out other things by them, but as you will see in a sec. And this is the Vitamin C Super Vitamin E and Hyaluronic Acid. This is another serum. I'm running out of serums as well, like serums and toners, like things that I use as like a first step. Like I cleanse my skin, and then I like to do like a first step, and then I like to go in with a moisturizer. So I still have plenty of moisturizers. I'm like set for that, but I did buy a couple of things to update that and to repurchase some favorites. But I'm really out of like that first step. I don't know why, but that's the skincare I go through the quickest for some reason. Yeah, let's do like moisturizers next. And I actually repurchased two things that I've already tried before. These are long-standing favorites. I haven't tried Dr. Jart in a hot minute. But a couple of years ago, I really liked it, and they have been restocking their Ceramidin range. This is the Skin Barrier Moisturizing Cream. I remember really liking it. It's a little bit pricey, though, but I now had the commission, so I was like, might as well throw it in. And the Comfort Ceramide Cream from Cosrx is a favorite as well. Used one of these up in the past, and I really liked it. I bought an eye cream as well, because, again, at the minute, I don't have that many eye creams, and this is the I'm From Ginseng eye cream, and I've heard great things about this, so wanted to test that out. And I've never tried the Snail all-in-one cream by Cosrx, and that's a very cult sort of favorite product. And then I bought the Ceramide Skin Barrier Moisturizer. There was another moisturizer I tried from Cosrx, and apparently they've sort of rebranded and repackaged some items, and this seems to be the closest thing they do now to the other thing I liked by them. So this is with pentanol and also hyaluronic acid, and it says that it's for dry and sensitive skin, which I have, in case you were wondering what skin type I have. But yeah, my skin is like dry, dehydrated, and quite sensitive. Like I struggle like changing up my skincare routine too much, because that's when I get breakouts and things don't look great. I also bought the Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. Visibly soothes red, irritated looking skin. Like I said, my skin is sensitive. It can look really red and angry very often. So this is something I've heard loads of people raving about, but I've never tried it myself, and it was finally in stock. So I wanted to test that out. And then I really enjoy starting my morning skincare routine with a spray. And now one of my favorite sprays, it was by Cosrx, it had this like milky sort of solution inside it, has been discontinued. So now I need to find another one that I like. I know I like this. This is by Holika. It's the Good Cera Super Ceramide Mist. So I know I like that. So I was like, that's a solid favorite. But I remember not liking it as much as the Cosrx, but it was like a close second. But the Skin 1004 line has the Hyalu-Cica Cloudy Mist. So that might be something that's really close to the Cosrx one. So I want to test that out. But I also found this, and I don't even know what brand this is. It's RNW, their Special Ceramide Mist. So they somehow have like German written on it, but it does say made in Korea. So it's a Korean brand that's starting to like trying to come across as like a German brand. I don't know. But it just says to spray on your face. It's also a ceramide mist. I don't know much about that. And then Laneige was, a lot of people recommended this as like a good alternative for the Cosrx. The Waterbank True Hyaluronic Emulsion for normal to dry skin. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Laneige products usually, so they are usually not intense enough for what I need. So, and then I just have this little mini guy. You'll see in a sec. I bought some minis. This is by Tear. This is their Milk Skin Toner, Refreshing Skin, Moisturizing and Soothing. They did this as a little travel size, and it was like, oh, that's so cute. And this way I have loads of opportunity to test out things, which I enjoy. And I've never tried Tear skincare. I did try their foundation, the one in the red compact. I tried that, but I haven't tried their skincare yet. So then we have toners and essences, and this is just something I really enjoy using, so I bought a lot, I know. But I bought the I'm From Rice toner. This is also in a mini size, which I like that the I'm From line does a lot of minis because it means I can try a bit more. I enjoy Numbuzin. I tried one that they are tone-up bases, which is something you can like use. Sort of like, it's skincare, but it could also be a primer sort of thing. So it's sort of like this makeup skincare hybrid, but I've never tried any of their skincare. And this is their number 3 Super Glowing Essence, and it's called a toner. Want to try that. This I have been lusting after for such a long time, but it's quite expensive, so I hadn't repurchased it. But it's the Ceramidin Skin Barrier Serum Toner, and this thing, so lovely. They also used to do a spray in this, but that's also been discontinued, so I bought the 2 things that I remember really liking. I didn't love the scent of that though. It smelled like aftershave to me. So I hope that's okay. And then from, again, that Skin 1004 line with the Centella, Madagascar Centella, the Pro Bio Cica Essence Toner, and the Toning Toner. I don't really know what the difference is between these two, but this is just a brand I really wanted to try. So that's why I got little bits and pieces from different parts of their range. And then I've got some essences as well. I got 2 of the I'm From essences, the Mugwort and Essence and the Fig Boosting Essence. Not sure what those are supposed to do either, but then Beauty of Joseon also did a Ginseng Essence Water, so want to test that out. And then I have this is I think the last thing, this is the Haru Haru Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence. Haru Haru Wonder is a really great brand. I've tried one of their sunscreens in the past that I really liked. It was also from the Black Rice range, but I just wanted to try something else by them. So another essence. These things I just like, I love like putting them on my hands and like just pressing it on, but I do feel you can go through them really quickly. So yeah, those are all of the skincare items that I decided to try. But yeah, I'm going to be rolling them in, and if I review any skincare, it usually goes onto the blog, and whenever I've used something up, it ends up in my end of year, like beauty empties sort of video that I do once a year. So yeah, I'm not sure how much of this is actually going to be reviewed, but yeah, I do really enjoy skincare. And like I said, my skincare cupboard is looking a little bit bare in places. So needed to get a couple of bits to stock up and have that ready to go. I still need to take pictures of this as well. So that's the next task, you can say. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video today. Thumbs it up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more by me. If you want to see me do more skincare videos, then let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, because I could definitely do it. I try out loads of skincare. It's just I don't test out enough to be like a skincare influencer because of the sensitive skin. Like, I need to use up an entire product before I can move on to something else. So I can't do skincare videos too often because it would just set off my skin continuously if I were to test out things all the time. But yeah, I'm currently testing out some of the Medicube stuff I was sent over the summertime, a little bit more to know how much I like it and stuff. So if you want me to like update you more frequently on this channel about skincare, then just let me know, because I can definitely do that. It's just that I haven't really talked a lot about skincare on this channel, not because I don't use it or because it's not interesting to me, but it's just something I don't feel like I'm too much of an expert on. Like with makeup, it's like I can talk about how it's like applied, but I'm not a beauty chemist, you know? So I don't even know why certain things set off my skin, because I've never been able to track down like what ingredients really irritate my skin. I also feel like as I've been using more skincare and makeup as I got older, my skin has also gotten used to a certain level of like skincare and usage and all that. Whereas when I first started out, it was like everything set off my skin. So I've never been able to pinpoint exactly what it is. And before people come on here and say, just go to a dermatologist and figure it out, that's not how dermatologists work in the Netherlands. You need a referral from your doctor. And unless you have like severe acne or something, nobody's going to give you that referral. So, and yet you can go private, I guess, but that's always been something where I'm like a little bit expensive as well to like just do that willy-nilly, you could say. There's science behind skincare for sure, but I don't know enough of the science to be able to figure out what it is, and I don't feel like I need to become a beauty chemist in order to be able to find good products. So I'm coming to skincare from like definitely just a usage perspective, and it's never caused me too many issues. Like my skin has never caused me issues to the point where I need to go see a doctor, you could say. So that's why I don't really know, and that's why I don't feel too comfortable talking about it as well, because I don't feel like I'm enough of an expert. I know my skin, but to tell you what your skin would need, I would not know. So that's why I feel like I can only talk about what works for me. But then, especially with skincare, I feel like it's such a big influence on whether someone else can use it if you don't know their skin. And I don't see your skin, so I don't know why. But it's always made me feel a little icky to try and like recommend skincare. So that's why I don't talk about it too often. But if that's something you want me to talk about more often, and you want to know what makes my skin feel the best, then I can definitely do that if that's something you're interested in. So let me know in a comment down below what you would like to see me do in terms of like skincare. I could like, I'm off the top of my head, like just now, like I can do like my favorite moisturizers in a single video, I'm sure. Like my favorite bits from like things I did try. Like if I were to put like together my ultimate skincare routine, what products I would love the most, I can do that. So let me know in a comment down below what you'd like to see me do skincare wise, I think is what my question is. So thanks so much for watching me here today. And then I hope to see you again really, really soon in a new video. Bye-bye.